Hey. Figured I'd come on tonight. Um, for those of you who are not able to, for whatever reason, see coffee time in the morning, you really need to check out the last 2 days. I have received call after call after call about the last 2 days of coffee time. You should really check it out. Do me a favor, invite somebody to share. This won't be long, but don't let the length deceive you as it relates to the impact. So, let me get here. So, this morning we talked about why he can't be faithful. He adores his side piece. Yesterday we talked about a cheating man and his side piece, part 2, and part 1 of a cheating man and his side piece was the day before. So the last 3 days, I'm telling you, has been drenched in another level of information, and you really should check it out. I'm going to be sharing some more things in the morning. I don't care what you got going on, cancer. In the morning at 8:30, you need to be right here, same station, for coffee time. Talking about a lot of different things. So, one of the things that I want to put out right now is there is a reason a man puts his phone down, face down. It's not face up. There's a reason you don't have access to his passwords. And I'm going to talk about this for a little minute. So what I need you to do, just take about 30 seconds and invite somebody to share as we dive in. So what I need you to do, just take about 30 seconds and invite somebody. Oh, I like that. Thank you. Okay. All right. Is the echo still there, T? Okay. I know what it is. There we go. Echo's gone. Give me 1 second. We're getting ready to dive in. We're getting ready to dive in. All right. Where should I put this thing? All right. Let's do it this way. And invite somebody to share. Because once we start, I promise you, I'm not going to stop. Hey. All right. Did you invite somebody and share? Or are you waiting on me? All right. Here we go. So Let me start by saying hello to everybody that's on. This is going to help with some of the popping with my P's. Sorry, I know I should have had all of this set up, but it's kind of spur of the moment. I've been all day. I've been with my parents all day long. Been with my mommy and my daddy. All right. Here we go. Let me apologize for wasting your time or not having everything in place before we started. So again, all this week, we did a part 1, a part 2. And then we've been talking about some pretty heavy stuff relationally we've got representatives like Kevin Samuels. We've got Derek Jackson. I'm going to do a whole live on Derek Jackson. I am. And just a few things I want to talk about. So let me say hey to everyone that's on. If you on YouTube, you rock like nobody else. Thank you. Teresa Bryant, good evening. Stephanie Ann, good to see you, Steph. Angelia Denise, good to see you. Angelia, you're not better than me. I'm God's child. Letitia Polite Royal, hey. Vanessa Robertson, good to see you. To everybody that's on from Encounter, I do apologize. There's a group text. There's also a text to give that we do have. I still have not activated it just because we have some things going on. But I'm going to activate it, I promise. Okay, T, that's better. Thanks, T. Terry Cooper in the house. LaQuinta Demas, thank you so much for your support. Means the world to me. Jared Brown, hey. Cassandra Williams Davies, been praying for you. Straight up been praying for you. And it's good to know that you are better. Edith Hodges, hey. Praying for Dad. Eunice Poole, good evening. Katriva Bisbee, what up, shawty? What's going on? And then my little cousin is on, Evelyn Nicole. If I did not call you, it was only because you didn't say anything and the software just doesn't pick up viewers. It also picks up comments. So if you didn't make a comment, I can't see you. All right. I need to shave. I need a haircut, but I needed to get on and talk about something real common, and I'm gonna dive right in. So you go on a date. You're home with your husband and the phone is down on its face. He's texting or doing whatever and he has to hide his cell phone. You don't have a password to his cell phone. You don't have a password to his social media accounts. You don't have a password to his email. There's a reason for that. Evelyn Nicole, girl, thank you, cuz. Thank you. Love you. Love you and them kids. Matter of fact, I need you to text me your address. I have something I need to send the kids. So you don't have access to anything. And I know what a lot of people are thinking. Some people are thinking, why should I have access? There's two schools of thoughts here. There's one that I've heard, I have nothing to hide, and if you want to check, that means you don't trust me. And then there's the school of thought that says we should be open about everything. First of all, in a relationship, there are stages. You can't first start dating someone, or you guys have not fully committed to each other exclusively, and then just want open access to everything. There are progressions in relationships. in those progressions, the more you have invested, then the more transparent we should be about what we have. So when it comes down to social media, emails, codes to your cell phone, there should be no secrets in a relationship. None. There should be no, you all should have access to each other's accounts. Let me tell you why. One of the things, I was talking about it with a friend of mine today, in Proverbs, it talks about the adulterous woman, how she lie in waits so that she could catch many men in adultery, or more men is what it says in adultery. We're going to talk about that on Coffee Time in the morning. I'm telling you, don't miss it. So there shouldn't be any secrets in a relationship, because the person that you're with relationally is not only your lover, but they're your protector. They are your gate. Brothers, that woman is your gate. Sisters, that man is your gate. Now, gates are called to do two things: keep the right things in and the bad things out. So men don't want you to check their cell phones for a reason. Number one, either we're not at that stage for me to give you access. We're not there. Or there's so much that I have inside of here. If you were to see it, we wouldn't be together. And let's be clear. A gate keeps things in and a gate keeps things out. So there should be no secrets in a relationship. I'm going to give you something else that's dangerous. You liking somebody else's post on social media, especially when they have naked, showing something revealing, showing you their hips, their curves. You're in a relationship, brothers, with someone. It's disrespectful to her for you to compliment how good somebody else look. Now, I know in a relationship, a lot of people, they don't care. You have some husband and his wife that they compliment, other people that look nice. I think you have to be careful with that, because you got to remember that the man is visually stimulated. And just because he didn't tell you, it didn't mean that it doesn't bother him. Now, one of the reasons you got to make sure that you're with the right one is that you want open communication and you want a heart that's transparent. A translucent heart is the heart that takes you to a dark road. Most of the things that people get in, the reason they get in it is this done in secret. It's done in darkness. Darkness is where negatives are developed. It's in a dark room. So there's so many things that we hide in the basement of our soul. There's so many things that we see that stimulate us, and we can't share it because we don't want to incriminate ourselves with the person that we're with. And you've got to get somebody who's going to be on the same frequency that you are on. If they're not willing to be honest and upfront in small things, they're going to lie to you also in big things. So you have to really be careful who you connect with. A cell phone, throughout life, there are things that are, I don't know if you all believe in symbolisms, but a wedding band, it's a symbol. That's all it is. You're not married because of the band. So if the band is off, you're still married. The band doesn't institute the covenant of marriage. The band doesn't institute the vows that you've taken. Those things are done in the heart. But that band is a symbol. It is a symbol, and it should mean I am taken. That's what that wed band, it tells everybody else. It's a symbol. Hey, thank you for your compliment, but I'm taken. It's a symbol. Baptism is a symbol. It's an outward symbol of an inner expression. But you don't get saved because you go up underwater. And just because you have the band doesn't mean you're married. It's a symbol. Cell phones are symbolic of the things that are sacred to our heart. You don't believe me? Your banking information, and I'm talking to the generation that use their cell phone for everything, like myself. You know, I no longer have to take my debit card out when I'm at the gas station, click, wave it in front of the gas pump, and I'm able to pump my gas. I do that everywhere I go because everything is tied to my cell phone. All right. So because of the personal information that is in there and how we use this information, the cell phone now, not only does it hold sacred information, but it's also symbolic of who we are as people. I don't owe nobody an explanation, so I don't have anything to hide. If I lay my cell phone down, face down, it's a choice. But in a relationship, that choice now, providing the equity is there, you got to put time in for this. If you married, it should already be there. If you're living together, it should already be there. And no such thing as you're living together or you're married and you're still progressing. No, you share an address, you're sharing information. If he or she has nothing to hide, they will open that cell phone to you. But the reason men hide their cell phone, they don't allow you to go through it, is there have been some unfaithful practices in that phone. Because men don't hide when they don't have nothing to lose. What makes up a man is his ego. Men are very egotistical, prideful. So we beat our chest about what we're good at. So if I have nothing to hide, then you have access to everything that I own. If I've not given you access and we're on that level, it's because I have something to hide. Yeah, I don't know how much more simple that could be. I have something to hide, and I don't care what they tell you. I don't care how many times they try to use reverse psychology against you. You need to know if the Negro is not showing you the phone, won't give you the phone, you don't have the passwords and the passcodes, it's because he doesn't trust you. He doesn't trust himself. And I don't ask to see your phone, but you can. But we're not going to give you that access if we know our hands aren't clean in our dealings. So generally what a man will do, he'll beat you getting mad, or he'll find something to get in an argument over so that he can control the narrative and get you off his back. Stuff like, I'm not going to do this with you right now, and walk away. No, sir. No, sir. Let me tell you something, ladies. You empower the man when you stay and you know, and you don't put a demand on him to change. You empower him to do more of the same. You teach people how to treat you. And when you know things aren't right, and every time he wiggles out of it and you stay, you're giving him a license to do the same again. If I'm in a relationship with you, you got one time to cheat. This is me, my conviction. There are some people I've seen people cheat, repent, get it together, work it out, move on. I think that should be an option first. Forgiveness first. However, at a certain level, you got to be held accountable for your actions. Now, if I'm in a relationship with you, you cheat on me, go be with who you were with. I'm done. Get your stuff. I'll help you. I'll give you 30 days. I'm not leaving the house. Even if I bought you the house, if I built the house for you, I bought the house for you with contingency of us being together. Now, every gift that I bought you, you can keep that. But that house, if I bought it for you, I bought it to the woman that I thought was being faithful. The moment you stepped out in your mind, your heart, your actions, your deeds, you gave me back my house. Now, this is me. I'm not leaving what I built. You go and get you a little apartment. I'm not going to give you no money and help you. Tell the Negro you were with to help you. I am going to forgive you, but you got to go. Now, I don't knock people who are able to forgive and move on. Sometimes there's a lot vested. There's a lot invested. Hey, I get it. But for me, pack your bags and leave, baby. Love you. I'm going to cry. I'm going to hurt. I'm going to be in pain. And I'm going to be in misery. But I want you to know, too, that weeping may endure for a night. Joy comes in the morning. And the reason I got to put you out, you're blocking my joy from coming. So the reason you don't have access to that cell phone, he doesn't trust you and he's hiding something. I don't believe you should ever play with trust. Now, we talk about cheating with another person a lot, but let's talk about cheating financially, cheating emotionally. You don't have to sleep with somebody to cheat with them. Whenever you start sharing your dreams, your desires, your heart, and you begin to depend on the emotional component that another person brings you, you've opened up a space in your heart that was sacred to the one that you were with. And you've stepped out and you've already cheated, even if sex is not involved. You take money and hide it. Y'all won. You're a team. Why do you have to hide money? Why do you have to be deceptive with money? You're cheating mentally. Psychologically, you've loaned your mind to many things that your partner should be involved with you. They should be joined in with you. Whenever you build a secret, that secret becomes the bond of your soul, and it becomes a hand grenade that the enemy is going to use against you down the road. You can cheat by going to the mall. He told you not to spend any more money. You went behind his back, got some money, found some money, went to the mall, bought something, brought it in the house. You hid it. You're lying and you're cheating financially. Now, it may have different consequences, but it's still being unfaithful. I don't know why we think being unfaithful falls in one category and one category only, and that's if I have sex with somebody. No, man, if I can't trust you with my money, I can't trust you with my mind. Let me tell you something. Money is connected to the mind of a person, and that mind is connected to their heart. So how I feel in my heart determines what I think in my mind. Well, my money, my resources, I spend my life making. We spend more time at work than we do anywhere else. So if I spend my life making my money represents my life. If we are in partnership, we married, we together, and we are spending our life getting this money, and I don't want to talk about the God element yet. I'm just talking natural here. My money represents my life. So when you waste my money, when you spend our money and I told you not to, you're wasting my life. That's a punishable offense. And don't hand me where the Bible say for the love of money is the root of all evil. Yeah, you're right. But you're unfaithful with money. You're a bad steward with money. And we're in harmony together. So you inadvertently, when you're unfaithful with the covenant that we have with that money, you're wasting my life. How am I going to trust you? Oh, it's quiet. I figured it would be this way. You want to slam the man for being unfaithful with some trick, some thought. Whether it's money, women, men, we are a partnership and we are one, and we don't allow anything to separate us from the love we have for each other. We have to honor each other by honoring each other's wishes. We have to have continuous meetings of the minds about where are we as a couple, because we're partners. You know, I'm doing a coffee time after dark. It's for adults only, because I want to talk about sex. I want to talk about oral sex. I want to talk about the purpose for sex. I want to talk about different sexual positions, and I want to talk about what sex does to the mind as well as the heart, and how sex can physically kill you and mentally cause you to get out of your mind. I'm doing that after dark. You're going to have to pay to get in, but I keep you informed. I'm going to keep you informed. Too many people are losing relationships and losing marriages because we talk about everything but what we need to talk about. A part of the covenant of your wedding vows of being together is the soul, is the mind, the will, and the emotions, how you think, how you choose, and how you feel. When you are in a relationship, you are yielding your soul to each other. How you think, how you feel, how you choose. So when my thoughts come up, I have to go to the one that I'm with and expose those thoughts, especially if they can be used against me as seeds for me to do something foolish in the future. The moment I expose it, the moment I expose the thought, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Hey, this came to my mind. I need you to pray with me. I need you to help me. This came to my mind, and I'm telling you because I want to be accountable. That's true covenant relationships. I yield my soul to you because you are the gate to protect my soul. And you're the gate to keep things away from my soul that has the ability to plant a nest. We can't have any weeds in our garden. So every thought, every seed that is unfruitful, I have a responsibility to cast that thought out. Now, a part of me protecting the garden of my mind, a part of me protecting it is I've got to make sure
that the gate has the strength that it needs, because that gate becomes my fortitude. It becomes my buckler. It becomes my shield. So I can't have a blind gate. So I have to expose, hey, honey, you know, I had some lustful thoughts today. I was thinking about this girl, and I was thinking about bending her over and just knocking her back out. And I don't know where those thoughts came from. I think I watched something on TV that could have opened the door, but I want to expose that to you, because that's not what I want to do. And though it came to my mind, I am not that thought. I did cast it down. I did pray and ask God to help me. But I'm telling you, because I understand telling you and confessing sheds light in my dark areas. And if there's light, darkness can't dwell where there's light. I'm exposing this to you. Now, you're going to have to be secure enough and strong enough to be able to listen to what they're exposing to you, and not jumping on their case and making them feel like it's their fault. The moment you turn on them when they are opening their heart, their soul to you and confessing where they are, the moment you turn on them, you isolate them. And when you leave a man by himself, he eats off the tree of evil that he never should have had. I've got to turn this light off. Hold on 1 second. You can't leave a man or woman to themselves, even in their mind, if you are their soul keeper. You're their soul mate. You're called to protect their soul. You are the help meet. You've got to help meet each other's needs. But if you jump on this case and you call them names, and then you start misjudging what he's saying to you, even though it may be uncomfortable with him saying it to you, it'll also make you step your game up. But the moment you accuse them when they're being honest with you, you leave them to themselves, and you leave an opportunity for the wrong thoughts of evil deeds to be planted in their mind, and they grow over time. I would rather you tell me when the thoughts come than finding out after the thoughts have taken root and yielded fruit. The danger of bearing fruit, especially in situations like this, the danger of bearing fruit is fruit has seeds. It took a seed for the fruit to form. Now the fruit has developed. It has seeds. When that fruit starts yielding more seed, it can be so many seed that the only way to save this man, this woman, is you have to cut the tree down because it's too far gone. This is why there has to be constant communication about where we are. Hey, babe, I know I used to tell you, I used to love to see you in that white dress, that outfit. I used to love that outfit. I don't like it anymore. I like to see you in blue. And you can't be so headstrong. I don't want to wear blue. I don't like blue. No, you're called to please each other. So there's a courteous yielding. I want to be the man that she wants to see. And if she wants to see me in something, first of all, I'm not hooking up with anyone where we don't have the same ideologies. If I like to see you maybe dress a certain way or wear something nice or smell a certain way, I'm going to pick someone where we're compatible and we're able to share that with each other. I'm not going to pick anyone that think I'm trying to be controlling because I say I don't like that. Don't ask me my opinion if you don't want the truth. We have to create a safe nest for each other where we can share everything to each other without misjudging each other. The problem in relationships, and the reason he's not going to let you see his cell phone, he's not comfortable with how you're going to act or react. That's another part of it. So we have to build a safe haven. We have to build a security place. You know, I was in a relationship with a girl that I was going to marry. And we had, and I'm sharing this with you, we had what we called the safe room. The safe room wasn't a physical place because she had her place, I had my place. We lived in two different geographical locations. But the safe room was a space we created. And in the safe room, we could share our thoughts, our intentions, what we were going through, no matter how personal it was. And in that safe place, we created a prayer closet where we covered each other in prayer. We were together. We were together a while, and we never, whatever we shared in that safe place, it stayed in the safe. In arguments, we developed the discipline where we didn't throw each other under the bus. Oh, I know you said you like Angela Bassett and she was on TV. You lusted after her. We didn't bring it outside of the safe place. Whatever we shared in the safe place, we committed it to prayer. And when we left the safe place, we were safe and in a safe place with each other. And we had so much respect for each other, we would never bring it up, ever. It took a discipline. Can't come to me 30 days later and talk about, remember what you shared me in a safe place? Is that what you was thinking about when you was out there with my cousins? But it takes a level of trust to get there. So if trust is not there, if communication is not there, and you can't open up your heart and say how you really feel respectfully, you don't have a relationship. You're being held hostage. You want to be with someone where you can be honest, because I'm your gatekeeper. Got to keep these hoes off you. All right, listen, you do not want to miss coffee time in the morning. I'm going to slap off. I can't wait till I do coffee time after dark. Coffee time after dark is a fundraiser, but there are some things that I'm going to say in there that I've never said on live. I've never said in the open. But coffee time after dark is coming. We're going to do it in about 2 or 3 weeks. Listen to me. You don't want to miss that. I'll give you the information. I'll give you the information because you need to be there. It's going to be on a Friday night too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Call your home girls, call your home boys. You're going to have to pay to get in because it's a fundraiser. But listen, I don't think we talk about sex enough. I don't think people know what makes that soldier stand up. Oh, yeah, there's some things on that soldier that you need to know about that causes erections. You need to know why her pearls get slippery and why her twin eyes stand up. So we're going to do that. And I'm taking I'm taking the covers off. Going to share some personal things. I think there should be a point to this stuff that we do and that we say in these conversations. I think it's supposed to raise our level of thinking, think higher. And when we're thinking on a higher frequency, we're not so easily intimidated. We're not so easily offended, and we're not so easily deceived. the more we raise our level of thinking, the more access we have to gain for the promises that we're supposed to have and walk in. So I'm going to say good night to everybody. 8 in the morning is going down 8:30. I may even start 5 minutes early. I'm going to be on time in the morning too. We're going to get it in. The set is already up. Only thing I'm going to have to do is turn it on. So make sure you don't miss in the morning. Hey, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for all that you are to me. Thank you for your support, not just now, but through the years. Thank you so much. You all have a good night. See you in the morning.